Hey there, my friends, it's Dave Wood. I'm talking to you from my home in Costa Rica. Today, in this episode, I'm going to talk about the 5 most important lessons that I've received on the internet. Now, some of these lessons, they're very simple, but I wish I would have learned them another way than through hard experience. But that's how I learned them today. I'm going to give them to you for free. If you continue to watch this all the way to the end, you can actually claim a bonus down below just by putting in your email, where I'm going to give you an audio version of the show. I'm also going to give you a PDF breakdown of these 5 things that you can take and you can apply them in your business. All right, so let's go through the number 5. Now, these are the biggest lessons that I have learned. Hear me out, and I hope you listen and take advantage of this information the cheap way, which is learning from this free show. By the way, we do send out free episodes like this 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, with lessons equally as valuable, and you can get them for free when you opt in below. Now, number 1, the simple formula for online marketing is going to stay the same regardless of how technology changes. And what's that? What you're really doing is you're getting targeted traffic, which is traffic from your target market, into a capture page of some sort, or some sort of a funnel to capture information. You're getting leads, and then what you're doing is selling a front end, and then you're upselling to people in a consistent way that works in your target market. That's what you're doing in online marketing. That doesn't change. So how do you make that process better? Well, following the simple formula, you just test each part, right? If you don't feel like you're getting enough buyers or high quality of enough buyers, what you do is you focus on the traffic piece of your business. If that's working but you're not getting enough leads, what you do is you focus on the capture page part of your business. If that's working but you're not getting enough front ends, then you focus on the sales process part of your business. And if the upsells aren't working, then what you do is you focus on the relationship building and the rapport process in your business, and the sales and the upsells and the coaching back-end process of your business. That's basically it. Traffic, leads, sales, upsells. That's a simple formula. Lesson number 1. That one, it was pretty easy for me to learn really quick when I got on the internet, and I've just stuck to it over the years. Now, lesson number 2, consistency wins all the time. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that you see people, especially in the space that I've traveled in the last few years. Now, there's some things about that space I just don't like at all. But you see people jumping from deal to deal, excited about something. They get in something, they have a toe in, a toe out, right? They have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and they change their mind all the time about what they want. And it's really public that they change their mind. And every time they change their mind, it's like I've planted my flag. They're like, I have planted my flag and will not be moved. And then 3 months later, they're like, I have planted my flag in this and will not be moved. And then 3 months later, they're like, I have yet again, once again, for the final time, I have planted my flag. After a while, people just think they're idiots, right? And so if you're consistent, you're going to win, and you got to demonstrate your ability to make good choices by staying with something for a long period of time. Otherwise, you're not going to get the really good salt-of-the-earth people that really are going to build communities. Because I want you to remember something. It is not the leaders, which are usually just producers, who build communities. Leaders are important. It is actually the everyday average people, and they only stay in something if they feel safe. So consistency wins. That's lesson number 2. Lesson number 3, you want to empower your team. And what do I mean by that, right? You don't want to do things for people. You want to do it with them and expect them to keep up with you, right? You don't want to build a team that's codependent on you. You want to build a team, like Stephen Covey says, that's interdependent. How do you do that? You want to bring in people that are better than you at something and let them do it. Right? Give them their space to do it. Let them do it. And a lot of people, they come in, they're like, well, Dave, you don't set up people's sites. I'm like, nope. You don't do this, you don't do that. I'm like, nope, I don't. Why? Because if you take, for example, you take a worm, I never remember the right name, it's caterpillar, and it's in a cocoon, right? And it's trying to get out and break free, be a butterfly. And you feel mercy for it because you hear this struggling, and it sounds horrible. If you put your ear next to a cocoon, I don't know if you've ever done that, it's like struggling and beating its wings, and you just want to break the little thing out because it's just a little pretty butterfly. But if you break it out of there, it dies, right? Why? Because the strength to fly is gained through beating its wings through the cocoon, right? And if you do that for it, you kill it. So in the process of building codependent teams, you kill the team. Right? And what you actually want is you want to empower your team to do the thing that they're good at. And so you want your team doing their own marketing. You want your team doing their own blogging. You want your team building their own brand. You want people doing these things. You want to empower people with good information to do things, right? Your employees, if you have staff, you want them to be better than you. And to do that, you've got to give them some space. Let them make mistakes and let them progress and come up with their own growth plan and feel proud of their work. Empower your team. Lesson number 3. Lesson number 4. Don't fight with a pig. Right? And what do I mean by that? Well, my dad used to have this great saying, and he said, you don't want to wrestle with a pig because you both get dirty, but the pig likes it, right? And there's people online, they try to win by stealing attention through picking fights and insulting other people. First of all, I think they're weak. But the reality is I'm not going to sit there and fight with a pig, right? The pig can roll around by itself in the mud. right? When people try to drag you into drama, when people try to take you off course, I wish I would have learned this years ago, because Somebody attacks me, I'm like, ooh, I get mad, right? But the reality is, if you ain't getting attacked, it's because you ain't making any waves. If you make big waves, people will come at you, right? With pitchforks, sometimes, right? And I've been attacked sometimes because I'm the only one still around, right? And they're like, I'm gonna blame him, right? But don't fight with a pig. Don't fight with people complaining. Don't fight with people with a negative attitude. Block them on Facebook, delete their emails, and move on to the next thing. You don't want to wrestle with a pig, as my dad says, because you both get dirty. But the pig, they like getting dirty. They want to drag you into the mud with them. Don't let them. Just let them be a pig on their own, and you continue putting your positivity out there in the marketplace, because the positive people, they're badass, right? Which brings us to point number 5. To fight for the good people, not for the pigs, right? Now, I mentioned that, and the reason I say that is because I'm not trying to put people into a box, right? There's people with good intentions. There's people without good intentions. And if you're fighting for the people with bad intentions over there, right? You got all these people that are good over here. What are you doing, right? There's good people, and you want to fight for the good people. So don't focus on the negativity when negativity comes your way. Focus on the good people, right? And if you get a big list, lots of influence, you're gonna have both. But just leave them over there and let them wrestle with each other and fight with each other and throw them out at each other. And you focus over here on building the salt of the earth, right? Which is really what this business is all about. It's about the good people that are in for a long period of time, that love people, that love their customers, that care about them, right? That have vision for them, that speak the truth into them, that believe in them, that'll give their team a hug and say, hey, I'm here, right? That care about their customers. Those are the good people. Those are the ones you want to fight for, and those are where all your focus should be, right? So that's it. Pretty simple. There's a simple formula. Consistency wins. Empower your team. Don't fight with the pig, and fight for the good people. Those 5 things, my friends, most important lessons that I've learned online. And if you always focus on those things, right, you're going to make a lot of money if you learn a few process things. But the thing is, the process things, they change, right? Like the easiest, fastest way to make a VSL today is going to change a little bit from how it was when I got started online. The easiest, fastest way to make a sales button is going to change a little bit now from when I got started online. The automation processes, they're going to get better over time, but the personalization is going to need to go up, right? Because technology changes are going to make people want a more personal relationship. So we like to say high tech and high touch, right? Not one or the other. You don't want to just have high touch without high tech. You want high tech, high touch, right? High touch. People want a connected relationship, right? So that's going to happen. There's going to be changes, right? I suppose I could add a thing. The market will change, right? Change is the only constant would be a 6th lesson. But the reality is, guys, is this, right? This is actually a very simple thing. If you focus on the good, you focus on the simplicity of the process, you empower the right people around you to win, and you fight for the people that are there to fight with you, you are going to build a big business over time, because you're consistent, and consistency wins. Really simple. I've been teaching people the same things now. Gosh, I'm feeling old since 2009. The reality is, it just keeps working better because people keep doing it less, looking for an easier way. But with high tech, what's got to come with it? Got to come high tech. So right now, I want to help you do that. Now, if you scroll down, write me your thoughts in the comment. Tell me what you learned, right? I just like my dad saying, don't fight with the pig, because what? You both get dirty and the pig likes it. So I'd encourage you to stop doing that now. Like I wish I would have learned years ago. Write me your thoughts in the comments, and then claim your bonuses today. I'm going to give you an audio. I'm going to give you a PDF. And I'm also going to find out what we can do for you. I'm going to show you 5 keys to making $100,000 this year, if you want to, with some good people who actually care about you, who will fight with you because they believe in you and believe you can be great, not just good. So put your email in, claim your bonuses on the next page. I'll look forward to seeing you. We put out content like this 5 days a week. Some of it's really tactical, some of it's really philosophical, some is futuristic, but we're here to help you, through tactics, step into a new future. And that's why we do all those things, because you need the psychology to do the tactics to create the future. You need to understand where time is flowing in order to be able to do that, and we'll teach you to do that now when you put in your email, when I see you on the next page. I'll look forward to doing that right now. Put in your email. I'll see you on the next page, and look forward to helping you claim your bonuses.